Hello, everyone. Welcome back for the beginner photography class. What is a travel photo? This refers to landscapes, portraits, food, and vacation photos. The more you know the pictures, the more you can take these pictures with your smartphone instead of a DSLR camera. Today is the story of taking good travel photos. Here's how to take great travel photos. I hope this useful information will help you with your photos. How to take good travel photos. Take good pictures in the field. In fact, cameras released these days seem to have good performance, so there are advertisements saying that you can take good pictures even if you press the shutter, but there are cases where the results are not satisfactory after shooting. A number of reasons, but it will probably not good than the basic structure of the picture. I would like to supplement my travel photos by dividing them into parts 1 and part 2. How to take good travel photos. Contents. 1. Take a picture of the front. 2. Efforts composition. 3. Memories. 4. Sunset photography. 5. Color effect. First, take a picture of the front of the object. People and scenery you meet while traveling also have faces. Think about where the face of the subject you want to take is. If you are photographing a tree, take a look around the tree. There will be parts that feel like the front. If you are not confident in the composition, take a picture in front of the subject. When taking portraits and landscapes together, you need to leave a little space under your feet and a lot of space above your head to look taller and slimmer. If you take a lot of blank space where the model's gaze in the picture goes, you can get a much more stable picture. Two. Efforts for a new composition. For a new composition, I changed the eye level of the angle at which the smartphone appears to move from side to side. It may be an effort to seat the subject and bring it back to take a new picture. Low angle shot. When taking a picture with your smartphone close to the grass, there are times when the grass spreads out at the bottom of the photo, creating a sense of perspective. The experience of taking pictures of people playing is also important. You can express a different feeling by changing the height of the smartphone camera on the table to better represent small subjects, especially in food photography. Since the smartphone's camera lens is attached to the top of the phone, it is recommended to shoot the smartphone upside down if you want to lower the angle. It has a perspective effect, especially if you are at a restaurant table. Three. Memories rather than sticking to landmarks. Commemorative photos will be indispensable for your vacation. The object to be photographed is a large structure, but the subject must also appear. If there is a person next to the building, the person will come out too small. If you take a picture of a person close to the camera, you can take a picture of the person of the appropriate size while covering the building. If you are a beginner in photography, take a look at souvenir shop postcards and local information or web pages that you can easily find anywhere on your trip. Refer to the landmarks and historic sites of each city, and take similar pictures as a reference. This method is great because you don't have the hassle of finding or passing local landmark buildings and sculptures. Composing on your travel destination. First, find a point where the landscape matches the camera angle and a building or bridge. Second, recommend placing the model at an angle to match the building or bridge. 4. Dawn and sunset photography. One way to use good lighting while traveling is to shoot in the early morning and late afternoon. The light at this time is so soft that the details of the object are expressed abundantly, and the subject can be expressed in 3 dimensions by creating a long shadow. Let's start with understanding the light. Shooting a subject that receives light from the front will brighten the entire screen. The color of clothes and the overall color information about the subject can also be accurately expressed. You can get wide and bright images without any 3-dimensional effect. However, when the light moves back and forth, the 3-dimensional effect comes to life. It means to organically adjust the distance of the background person camera. 5. Complementary color effect. One way to use color harmoniously when taking travel photos is to use complementary color contrasts. Opposing colors in the color wheel are complementary, but placing complementary colors at the same time increases the saturation of each other, making them look more intense and sharper. Yellow and blue, red and green, yellow, green and purple are complementary colors. If there is a red lighthouse or boat in the blue sea, it is strongly attracted by its complementary color effect. Because our mind reacts to certain colors. It is said that red is more attracted when energy, such as life, passion, energy is required, blue when you want to be healed from a broken heart, and yellow when you want to get out of the cramped daily life. The red color that symbolizes life gives passion, and the yellow rapeseed flowers in spring give a bright and hopeful feeling. Some people may think that photography is easy. However, the picture shows us an accurate and honest result. If you want to take your photography skills up to the next level, I encourage you to attend community college photography group classes, or college classes. To learn systematically based on the pictures, and the camera will be more capable. Take care, be safe, and remember all this. Today, I explained how to take travel photography for beginner photographers. I hope this information has been helpful. I've outlined how to practice as easily as possible. However, if you understand this, it doesn't seem that difficult to shoot with a camera. In the next video, I'll show you some more informative aspects of photography.